So rather than try to measure this all out and sketch it out on paper and give you all the minute details, which would take me several days, and still wouldn't communicate what I want, I thought we would try to make this little movie here. I think it will give you a lot more information. Now, neither my wife, who's holding the camera, or I are movie makers, so please forgive that, but we'll do the best that we can. So I want to talk about this little kitchen area that we want to build. I'd like to first show you a little bit of the lanai area so that you can kind of see what it looks like and the feeling for it. And then we'll talk about this little area which is hidden back here, which is where the kitchen is going to go. So as you stand here, looking out onto the gardens, the first thing that I see here is the bar. And the bar would start here at bar counter height. It would come out in some sort of round or angular fashion. It would come out approximately 1.5 feet away from this wall and still be fine because that would give us plenty of room to go by. And then the bar comes out in some sort of angular or rounded fashion. I don't like square corners. And then flattening out, and then finishing in an angular or rounded fashion here, leaving us approximately 3 feet to walk by on the other side. In front of the bar, we want that treatment that we discussed, that when open, would reveal the 60-inch TV, which will be able to be viewed from anywhere, from the pool area or the spa or anything else. In front of the bar, we would then put 2 stools, then one behind the bar tender, one stowed farther down the road, and at the end of the bar here, I want a lift-up cutting board, so to speak, or lift-up portion of the bar, which will enable me to serve as an additional person when absolutely necessary by lifting it and setting it in place. So that's the bar as viewed from this side. So it's a two-tier system, right? So up here I have my counter bar. There's a beer dispenser up here, and then as I walk around the bar, I'm now standing looking out at the pool, and I'm the bartender. So here I have the upper part of the bar, which is actually out here like this. Of course, a supporting wall. I want the bar to overhang out this way and also overhang this way so that I can put my beer dispenser up here. Right at the edge of the bar, I expect a refrigerator. I actually want a refrigerator kegerator that can be converted to a kegerator. I think one of the companies makes it. It's on the internet. I just can't remember the name right now. But they make it. And in our case, this refrigerator will be empty sometimes. It'll be a regular refrigerator most of the time. But once in a blue moon, we might have a party and we want to be able to dispense beer. And that's when we want to be able to convert it to a kegerator. So refrigerator, kegerator over here. Here I want one of those little ice dispensers where you can also keep your olives and all that stuff on top, built in. And below that, I want a paper towel dispenser. As I turn the round corner here, I want a sink here with hot and cold water. On the other side of this wall is a cabana. Right on the other side of this wall is hot and cold water and a drain, so it'll be easy to hook up. Below the sink, I want a trash dispenser. As the counter comes along, the counter height, so we have bar height here, counter height here, we then drop down to this window level here. Right at this level, just on top of the ledge here, we would then run our granite countertop. And behind it, I want a piece of granite countertop that would just drop into place but would not be glued in place, so that with a small vacuum device I can remove it in the event that we need to work on the window. In this countertop here is where I want, I can't remember the name, but that super burner, the thing that will put out 60,000 BTUs of heat so that I can heat a big pot of lobster. And possibly below it some small amount of storage. The counter then comes back up again, and we continue at normal counter height. And here is what I want, the 36-inch DCS unit. We pick up the light from the lovely barn light up here. It can actually be tilted slightly, so it'll be nice. And that will help that DCS unit light because they have that funny little light in the rotisserie. And below that, I want dry storage. Coming around the corner, there's a corner area here. If possible, I would like to incorporate some sort of small wood-burning barbecue with some sort of cute chimney on top, much in the style of the Portuguese stuff, which I will send you additional pictures. Not necessarily in those colors anymore, because we're going differently here since we're dealing with tile. We're going to be working with tile a lot, but in the same idea. So here, possibly one of those things, if we can build. And then additional countertop here, and here I want a regular DCS double burner so that I can do my sauteing and all that. And we get to this door, and again, round corners coming in. This door, by the way, opens to the outside, not the inside. The measurements of this space are 9 foot 9 inches wide by 15 foot 6 inches deep. From here, from the very point where the door shuts, from right here to that corner is, let me just check my cheat sheet, 6 foot 6 and 3/4 inches. However, from here, from this post to that corner is 6 foot 4 inches. So what I envision for this area, besides the machines that I already discussed, is this wall. You have your countertop coming along. Behind it, I see a cement board attached to the structure and then tile all the way up, so that this essentially becomes a wall. And that will give me two things. It will hide my pool equipment, and it will deaden the sound from neighbors and from the pool equipment, which is nice. And there will be continuous some tile treatment all the way down the wall, and somewhere in here, in this area, because the DCS unit is taking a lot of room here, but in this area, into that tile is where I want to build that beautiful tile mural that we brought from Portugal, which is hand-painted. So now, if we come back to the bar here, just to reiterate what we got this nice bar, 6.5 inches or so, refrigerator, ice box with little olive things and all that, paper towel dispenser, sink with storage below, hot and cold water, the big burner over here for the chicken, cold turkey roasting, whatever. Here, DCS unit. So I have my entertainment area, I have my cleanup area, I have my grilling and cooking area. What I don't have is a plating area. And that's going to happen back here behind me. So if the bar ends in this area here, and the door is here, then somewhere between here and here, I want a circular plating area. So the top would be made of the same granite as behind me. They would have nothing on it. It would just be empty space so that I can plate. But the bottom would have the same opening treatment that we talked about in the front of the bar, the one that's hiding the TV. So this would be able to accordion in some way and open. And it is in there that we would hide our pool toys, because currently what lives here is a big pool box, pool toys. So we could still hide those in there, but I would have a beautiful playing area here. The additional stool sits here. I mentioned an additional stool that will sit here. The reason why that sits here is it gives me an extra stool to get someone someday, but it also gives me a place to sit while I'm cooking, because you're often waiting for the thing to do its thing, and you're standing here that whole time. So, or you go home and you go sit aside for a while. So if I have a place to sit, I can do that. We can easily bring out to here electricity and to cable TV. I'm quite familiar with how to do it. My stepdad is an electrician. So this TV here will have full internet access. We'll be able to have run computers right off of it, so we can access the internet. If somebody drops a wireless keyboard and all that, it's no big deal. They're cheap these days. So, we'll be able to do everything here that we could possibly do inside. And so that will make this really something extraordinary, because it will give the place a lot of capabilities. Of course, the VCS stuff gives you full cooking capabilities. The space is small, but it's larger than a lot of people's home kitchens. So I think that with a little bit of creativity, with beautiful tile work, we could do something nice. So 15 foot 6 inches, 9 foot 9 inches, 6 foot 6 and 3/4 inches, 6 foot 4 inches, and that's what we got. I hope that helps. Thank you.